you. Hello to all my loves and lovers and friends and foes, because who in the world already knows, right? How are you? Good morning. Let's get into it. I missed you. Hope you missed me too. If not, it's okay. I used a bit more brown than I should have this morning. Mm-hmm. Very overpowering. Yeah. A little bit better, right? Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy day to all. Sagittarius season is approaching. How are you? Happy birthday. I missed you all. I missed you all. And I don't know, happy coldness. It is really freaking cold. And shout out to those who are having like the seasonal depression. I know we'll get through it all. We will. It will pass through. Just hold on tight and dress warm, layer up, and think happy thoughts. Christmas is approaching very soon. So is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is next week. Are we ready? They're giving away the turkey. So get them, get them, get them. Okay, so we're going to do Psalms 8 before we're moving on to the next section. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thine enemies, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the sea. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Yay, and good morning. Hi. So what's up? What's up? We could have had it all rolling in the deep. Adele, I loved her catalog and I liked her songs when she came out because it was very true. She came out around the same time as Amy Winehouse. And they were two pivotal women that came out. They came out with like as an extension to our culture, like neo soul and everything, and they were very deep and soulful. However, you can't take away the encouragement and the inspiration that they've gotten through Motown and certain other artists coming up, and the Beatles are definitely inspiration. Eric Clapton, Benny and the Jets, things of that nature, but soul is soul, right? And it's crazy how music is like so universal when it comes into play with everything. Ah, I love it, right? I was listening to one of my songs and I was like, I gotta find a new beat to the song. Hi, good morning. Good morning. I have to find a beat to the song. Uh, the comments. I've been getting comments on certain stuff. Happy morning, happy birthday to anyone who is having a birthday. And love to see you. I was talking to someone the other day, and it appears that there's a lot of post parenting and goal post relationships. Let me explain because I'm tongue tied a little bit. Okay. So let me explain. So when you continuously move the goalposts, like you make your child or you make your spouse or somebody feel like you're always going to be looking for perfect. And what's crazy is there are a lot of imperfect people wanting perfect from people, but they're not perfect. And it's crazy. And when I was talking to him, it was supposed to have been just a regular talk because, when you just meet people, you don't really want them to tell you everything and all their accomplishments because it's like a measuring stick, right? And it makes things awkward really, really fast. So a lot of times I try to keep things like surface level, not unless I plan on getting to know you, right? So I was very so surface level, like, yeah, I'm here, I'm just doing this, and just keeping it very light. And this person decided to tell me like all of his accomplishments and then gets on like the phone and starts talking to someone. And it's like this person appears very angry, and of course they're goal oriented, and I'm not saying that the person isn't a great person, but you could see where it would be hard connecting to this person because they have a perfection persona. um they have hoops, they have active hoops that are running in their mind constantly, so that person is not even going to be able to focus on you because they're so focused on their hoops, and they're so focused on their accomplishments that they'll never come out of it. And honestly, I wanted to tell the person, you're headed to a disaster. If you did want to date, you're going to date someone who's going to be out of your league, and they're going to always be looking for you, and you're going to be struggling because eventually you're going to resent that person for looking for perfection. But this is what you presented, and this is what you insinuated. Like, you're always going to be looking for perfection. So if you should meet somebody, they're going to either not like you, or you're going to have them fighting like your imaginary goal post all the time, which is going to make for a horrible relationship with you. And this person, they check a lot of boxes, like physically, like on paper they probably would be a good person like to mate with, but behind closed doors there would be so many issues to fight. Like, you'd have to worry about this person not accomplished that day and coming in and basically taking it out on you. Like, your food wouldn't be good that day, or something wouldn't be right enough because they couldn't get their things done on the outside world. And that's what it looks like when you have one of those people around that are perfectionists, that are not perfect. They push everybody to the point where either people like quiet themselves around them, or they don't want to be around them, period, because who wants to be constantly jumping through a hoop that the person couldn't even. That's just like when you deal with a person who watches football and they've never played football, and you're looking and you're like, okay, you've never done it, and it's good that you can observe it and see the calls, but you're asking for perfection from human beings, the same exact thing that you happen to be on the other side of the screen, and you haven't taken into account that you don't actually have the physical abilities as these guys, but you want perfection from them. It's just that unfair, right? So that's what was on my mind when I got up this morning. It was like, we live in a society where perfection is, people want perfection, but what is that? What does that look like? It can't be. It's impossible. So a lot of times we've already like defeated the purpose before we've even started, you know? Imagine you getting mad at a baby for not being able to change its diaper. Like, what was the point? What is the point of that? You still gotta teach it. You still gotta, the baby has to identify what a diaper is, and has to know the difference between, being clean and not clean. Like, all these things are learning experiences. So a lot of times you just have to be mindful of the things that you're projecting out. And then it made me think about how I was very surface level with this person. So he's probably like, oh, she's probably doing nothing, this, that, and the third. But this is the thing. I was turned off. Like, I'm not a competition type of person. So all of your accomplishments didn't make me want to list any of my accomplishments, because why would I put forth an image that I don't want to constantly have to keep up? I would rather be with a person that's just happy around other human beings and wants to be treated normal. But it appears that we've like built on a cultural thing where everybody's waving this proverbial characteristic carrot in front of everybody's face that they haven't even grown. It's not even grown naturally. It's not even organic. These are all made up things in your mind. So it's like, not cool. The connection is very, very, very complex for no reason around. And it would feel good if people would just get back to the basics. And most of the people that are going back to that are back to the basics, they're just exhausted with all of these devices that people have just pushed into their faces, into the way. Like, for once, I'd like to meet a person that says, hi, you're cute, how are you? And vice versa, and we go from there, instead of having to list all of the difficult things that make, because let's just say it, Everybody's not headed down the lane, the marriage lane. Everybody's not headed out for a date. If you could just be a normal person sometimes, eventually you'll get to the point where a person wants to date you. But to have all these lists right away, it's like unrealistic. It really is. And I was trying to find a song. I was trying to find I was looking at my messages too. I was trying to find this thing that I was, and it was yeah, and I saw my song differently. Yeah, and I was going to sing that. Yeah, I had changed the levels to that. I had changed levels and went to that beat. Why do I gotta be perfect? It's the neighbors and news, maybe a pair of shoes, make you feel worthless. You can bow down to a queen, label a magazine, get fully dressed and still feel shirtless. You can bear your own cross, admit you've been lost and still can't find your purpose. A jersey without a team, a king without a queen, Republicans, Democrats, what does that mean? Have a show on a Jumbotron and never be seen. Why do I gotta be perfect? That was just something abstract, and it was just things that I wrote down, something wrote. But why do we have to be perfect? Is it the neighbors? Could it be the news? Do you think it's a new pair of shoes? All of it can make you feel worthless. You can bow down to a queen. You can also label a magazine. You can get fully dressed and you'll still feel shirtless. You can bear your own cross, even admit you've been lost, and you still won't find your purpose. You can have a jersey without a team, wouldn't call yourself a king if you didn't have a queen. You can party with Republicans and the Democrats, but what does that really mean? You can have a show on a whole big jumbotron, and you could still never ever be seen. So, what does that mean to you? What is the leverage? What is the even space? You understand? Like, what is it? So, those are in my notes. That was in my notes because it's like getting heavily like political as far as families are concerned, and it's not even just with the whole government thing. It's the first government you ever like experience in your life, or your families. And once you survive that government, then you've got the rest of the world, right? And a lot of us are in competition with the people that are right next to us, but we haven't even realized that we still got the rest of the world to go back and forth with. So be mindful, and don't take people, places, and things for granted, especially if they've been there in a solid in support for you. Also, and yeah, don't be like faking, lying, or whatever, because that same person that really, that you could have just like not been weird to and just like, kept it a buck with, you'll run into them again. And your first impression would be your last impression. They'll never speak to you again. I'm that way. Like, you put a bad taste in my mouth, I'm like, and I won't talk about you. You won't even be a subject of conversation. I just won't like you ever again. And I think that's the good way to be. I'd rather not linger. I'd rather just cut you off and just be done with the whole thing, right? So let's get the Thursday readings done. Last time I started off in Sagittarius. I don't want to start off in Sagittarius, okay? So let's go into Capricorn. Let's do Capricorn. I don't know why my cards won't shuffle this morning. These aren't the ones that I want then. I was going to do Astro Matrix because I like the colors and things, but no. Two of Pentacles at the bottom. But yeah, let's see what's at the top just before I put it back. Knight of Wands. My mouth is dry anyway. And I've been drinking water. Is that an ant? Monitoring spirits. Okay, I've got juice. This Bellini from Aldi's is so good. It's just that if you leave the top off, it's juice. It's not fizzy anymore. But it's good. Non-alcoholic. It's a mocktail. It's the ones I wanted to put back. So, how's everybody doing this morning? There were a few here. And they're gone, but that's fine. I'm going to do the ethereal deck this morning. And I actually like that song. I wanted to play it low. There you go. Didn't know I was headed to a nightmare when you rocked me to sleep. Used to swim through shallow waters 'cause my heart is deep. It felt warm, it never felt secure. But it's all good 'cause I'm not done yet. Yeah, there's levels to this mess. I don't want to use this beat because of the copyright. But it is nice. I like it. It's a J. Cole beat. All right, Capricorns, let's see what you got. All right, 5 of Swords for the Capricorn. We've got a 5 of Wands for the Capricorn. We've got the Star. We've got the 5 and 5, that's 10, and we've got the Star. So we've got battles. We've got upcoming situations, Capricorn. I know you can handle it. This is family time. You are the star of your situation. You are grounded, totally grounded in this situation. It might be a battle, but you can see through it. You are the star. 5 of Swords, big cutoff, air, earth energy. 5 of Wands, ideas, inspirations, and things of that nature, and control. Everybody's fighting for control, but you are the star. So you can also, you have the power to shut these things down. You are in full manifestation. And there you go, Capricorn. There you go. Have a great one. Happy birthday to those who are having a birthday. We are in a Scorpio moon. We are also in a retrograde as well. One of many. All right, after Capricorn, we've got Aquarius. How are you? Good morning, Aquarius. How are you? Let's try not to complicate things as these seasons go on. And like I said, seasonal depression is at an all-time high. So let's be aware of what we have going on and know if we need to isolate ourselves or get away from the people that are causing triggers. Okay, Aquarius, here we go. Queen of Pentacles, all right, we're keeping watch of our finances. Page of Swords, we're keeping watch over fresh inspirations. So is there someone new in your sights? You have someone new in your sights, something new in your sights. It's something you desire that is new and refreshing, and it has a lot to do with the Pentacles and your resources. Knight of Swords, okay, so that's air energy. So we are definitely air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you have a fresh perspective going forward. I say do it. It might be a chance to gain more knowledge, more resources, or abundance, or might be more peace because, hey, sometimes it looks like you learning to sit by yourself and have peace. All right. Let's keep it going. All right, Aquarius, have peace, go forward, fresh perspectives, and be mindful of things that you need to cut off and get away from. Okay, hello and good morning. And after Aquarius, we're going into Pisces. How are you? Good morning in Pisces. Good morning, Pisces. Good morning, water energy. Pisces is Nine of Wands, okay? Mastery, Three of Cups, celebration, and Ace of Swords. So something definitely has to be cut off. We have air signs, water signs, earth signs. No fire, which somebody is very, very cold and detached and calculated about this celebration, or they want to celebrate. Okay, so cold detachment and mastery of oneself. This is the Nine of Wands, which means that you're full of ideas, full of creation, full of inspiration. Three of Cups means a pending celebration if these things go forward, but you're cold and detached. So it's something about you being cold and detached toward a group. So maybe this celebration isn't what you wanted. This holiday isn't going exactly the way you wanted, but hey, you have the power to like counsel for this year until things get righted. Okay, Pisces. All right, hopefully you have a great holiday either way, even if it's just you and your closest friends. But it does seem like there's going to be a little bit of strife as this holiday season comes in, and that's for Pisces. Have a great one. All right, after Pisces, we've got Aries energy, fire, fire, fire. Good morning, fire signs. Hello, how are you? Nice to be with you this morning. I don't know why this card just flipped over. I'm just going to keep shuffling until it goes back in. All right. How are you? Good morning. We're doing Aries next. We've just done Pisces. Aries, 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 Aries. Good morning, Aries. How are you? Okay, didn't want to go in. It didn't want to go in. What's going on, Aries? Are you being stubborn? Why you're not going in this morning? You're not going in, or have you already been in and you just came out? That's for those who know. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Aries energy. Good morning, Aries energy. Hello. How are you? Aries, we've got judgment. Judgment for the Aries. We've got Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you're in big Emperor energy. The world. Okay, Aries. So the world is yours. So there's judgment. There's a need for some type of balanced judgment. The Knight of Pentacles. You've got this basically is earth, air, and fire energy. The Knight of Pentacles, which is definitely up your lane. And then we've got the world. So you've got a lot of decisions. Things could change definitely in your world right now. But things are under judgment. So after you clear up this karmic debt, you might be okay. But you have to get through this karmic debt. You have to get through this judgment. I don't know if anyone has legal issues. Um, this screams legal issues. I don't know if that screams legal issues. Do you have a lawyer? Do you have representation? It's the world's decision, so it has a lot to do with law. I see the eagle's head, the lion's head, and everything. So this has something to do with principalities and law, okay? So don't break the law, Aries, okay? And make sure you have proper representation if you do have to go to court, okay? And blessings and good luck to you. All right, let's keep it moving. From the Aries, we're going to go into Taurus. How are you? Good morning, Taurus. How are you, Taurus? Hopefully you're being fair and true, my big bullies, okay? How are you? How are you, Taurus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Good morning, good morning, good. He's running back and forth. Good morning, good morning, good morning to my Tauruses. 3 cards for you. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you're in control of your destiny. You've got the 10 of Cups, which means that you've got money, you've got abundance. So I hope you are doing some safe spending and you're doing your planning very well. It looks like a little family here. So someone might be just planning ahead for their family, making plans for a trip, making plans for gifts and things of that nature, which is great. When we've got a Queen of Cups, which means we have a nurturing, a loving Taurus, a nurturing nurturing Taurus who sees that he's making sure he's taking care of everything. So this Taurus is definitely in control. Thank you, Taurus. Then it's 10 of Cups, mindful of abundance in family situations. There you go. 10 Cups, family. There you go. Queen of Cups, which is nurturing and very sensual and very loving. You see that wonderful gaze. That is wonderful. So happy Taurus. Hopefully you're doing well in love. And I've seen a little bit of something in there for Aquarius as well. So hopefully we're having some fresh perspectives in love. Okay. Change your mindset and you change your heart. All right. Love you all. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We've got Gemini up next. Good morning. Hi, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Good morning, Gems. Good morning, Gems. Drop the jewels. Love you all. Drop some jewels in the chat if you like. I like hearts, but I love jewels too. I love them. I love them. I love them. Hi, good morning, Gemini. Happy birthday to anyone who's having a birthday. Hopefully everything is going well with you all. Alex and I had some awesome tacos and they were so good. I'm going to post them later. They were good. And I missed the lettuce shreds, but everything else was great about those tacos. All right, Gemini. Oh, we've got the Nine of Swords upside down. So this is definitely some sleepless nights and a little bit of tossing and turning. Okay, hold up. Do we got the cards upside? Yeah, we do. Put them back. Switch them over. Now we've got it. Okay. Knight of Swords is still the same thing for the Knight of Swords. It's sleepless nights, anguish, relentless, a little sleepless tossing and turning. Okay. I agree with that. I did a little tossing and turning because I went to sleep too early. I went to sleep way. So I did toss and turn. Four of Wands, which is balance and household issues. So this is good. This holding up very nicely, very stable foundation. All right, and then we've got the Empress. So after sleepless nights, so worried about housing issues. Okay, Gemini. So if you are a Gemini, there are some things that you have been battling with, and it's going to pass. Like I said, this too shall pass. Karma, dharma, same thing, but it doesn't last forever. So there are some issues with sleepless nights, and there are worries about the house, and everything looks like it's going to be fine. Just get some more rest. Might need some more rest. Things are tugging on your energy, Gemini. And then we have the Empress. So overall, everything's going to be just fine. Just get you a little bit more sleep. Your house is going to be just fine, Gemini. Don't worry. Things have to happen sometimes. The wheel should turn. It shouldn't be always good and then it doesn't get in, good turns to bad, bad turns to good. Y'all, it's all in the wheel of time cycles. Okay. So I wouldn't worry too much. Get you some rest and everything will be fine. Look at this garden. It's flourishing. Okay, Gemini, that works for you. And next we got Cancer coming up. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cancer. I'm Ranamad. Okay. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We've got Cancer coming up. How are my Cancers? My Cancers are like the crybabiest bullies ever. My gangster crybabies. I always call the Cancers gangster crybabies. Can't seem to get rid of you for nothing. I don't know why. Always in my energy despite me inviting you to leave. I'm trying to figure it out. All right. So we've got the Lovers, Gemini coming out. Okay. All right. Whatever. And Four of Cups. We've got offers. We've got one in the mind. Okay. We've got one in the mind. We've got one in front and two to the side. So we are preserving as we have one offer and we have some set to the side. So there is some self-preservation in these cups, but there's an offer nonetheless. So Cancer, you might be approaching love soon. Love Island is here for you, Cancer. So if you've got Cancer in your chart or you are happen to be one of those crybaby gangsters, you might want to dry up your tears and look forward to some love. Some love is in the candle. It's there. It's in the cards. Let's see what the last card, Six of Cups. So yes, the even balance offer. It's love. It's actually an opportunity for you to go forward and actually have a great love life. And I say, I'm claiming this for you. Love it for you. You see, here's the Lovers. Got the Lovers. You got the Four of Cups. Peace. peace, quiet contemplation with all these offers, just thinking about how you want to serve that heart up. And then the Six of Cups, pure childlike innocence and bliss. This is what I was talking about. Like, before we got complicated, we used to be able to just be boys and girls and know, hey, I like you, or I think you got cooties. Now it's all this stuff before this stuff, and it's like it's exhausting before you even get started. You already want to go home, honestly. Let's get back to the basics, right? Where we acknowledge you're a boy, I'm a girl, or however you manage this lovely life. Let's just be clear once again without all the complications. We got so much time for complications. Complications aren't even supposed to come until we're talking about joining families in a ring. Like, we have complications just having a conversation side by side, or the intrusive thoughts of strangers. Have you ever sat next to a person and watched their face change like 16 different times and you said nothing to them? It's all the voices in their head that's telling them all sorts of stuff about you when they could have just minded their business and listened to their music or whatever. It's so weird. All right. So that was for Cancer. Have a great one, Cancer. Welcome to love. All right. After Cancer, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go from Cancer. Once you get out of Cancer, then you're going into Leo. Leo, that's a fire sign. Hi, Leo. Hi. Good morning, Leo. Good morning to my big cat. Once upon a time, there was a Leo. And then there wasn't. Okay. There you go. That was my nostalgia. My nostalgia second. And then there wasn't. No, it didn't pause. I stopped. Yep. So Leo, Leo, Leo. Hello, Leo, 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 Leo. Hello. From the top of my heart, chemistry from the start. Only senses can feel chemical reactions. The smell in the room, the scent of perfume. The pulse in my veins, I'm gaining traction. Trying to mix up to do a potion with you. Periodic taboo, add up the factions. Clear off the table, heat up the speakers. Hugging the speaker, now make my elements weaker. I gotta get the elements down. I made it so complicated, sometimes I don't remember it. But it's definitely precious metals and elements. And if I don't sing it a lot, I'll forget it. Leo, Leo, Leo. Big cats, big cats, big cats. Now, I know you're on the road. Good morning. Be safe. Take care of your heart health. Drink plenty of water and get protein. All right, big Leo. Did I do it again? No, I didn't. I just put those. Yeah, I did that crap again. I did. I put them back upside down, so now I'm going to shuffle again. I'm trying to keep them in the upright so that if they do get upside down, then it definitely was, it did it on its own. Okay, bam, Leo. Let's go. 10 of Cups. All right. So 10 of Cups. Somebody got it. Somebody got it. Okay, Leo, you've been working very hard. So you've got the money. We've got the Queen of Cups coming back out again. This was also true in Cancer's reading. All right, Leo. And then we've got Judgment. So, all right, Leo. So also someone who, let's not say you're already in a situation where you're taking care of your family and the money is being taken care of. Things are looking a bit sensual, but something is about to go under judgment. So hopefully your relationship is doing great and it's not under judgment. But if so, something is about to be unveiled to either you or somebody else about your relationship. I hope all clarity is on the good side of things. Bless you. I hope clarity is on the good side of things because, like I said, you've got 10 of Cups, you've got full 10. You've got the Queen of Cups, which is a sensual offer. It's nourishment. It's very blissful. It's blissful feminine energy, right? And then we've got the Judgment. So maybe this situation or this interaction is under judgment, but I'm just going to hope for the best, right, Leo? We're always going to stay on the positive side. Alchemize that shit, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ew. Lots of cards just flew out. Why are the cards flipping all out? All right, Leo, we are done with you. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. How are you, Virgo? Virgo doesn't even know. How are you? Let's see how it goes. All right, Virgo, how are you today? Somebody's messing with my throat chakra this morning. Gotta smack a little bit. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some water in a minute. All right, Virgo, let's see what you got going on. Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. I really don't like Virgos that much because they're too hypercritical and they never criticize themselves, but it is what it is. I've got Virgo in my chart as well, but it's very, very small. I have very small elements of Virgo in my chart. I'm not that critical. I see stuff, I acknowledge it and I leave it alone. Not that critical. Like a Virgo will stay stuck on it. Like, oh. They will stay stuck on it to the point of dumb. Like really to the point of dumb. They will stay stuck on it. And I think they're very highly intelligent people, but it's like certain things that come across that just, it eats their brain and you just don't understand what happens. Okay, so King of Swords, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off, cut him off. Four of Swords is a lot of air energy. Somebody is cold as heck. All right, Virgo, you're a cold fish, but you like relationships. That is weird. Okay, so King of Swords is definitely cold, detached, stoic, trying to figure everything out, trying to make everybody answer to everything that comes across the mind, just being a total butthole. Okay, Four of Swords. Reiterating what I'm saying, Swords is air energy. It's very cold energy. It's all cold. It's all very, very cold. Cold detached Virgo, which is a fire sign. So fire and ice. That is, have you ever seen something look free? It looks like it hurts. Freezer burn. Freezer burn. This is basically what this is. Freezer burn. There is a Virgo that is so cold. They're numb. They're numb and they're hurting people with whatever they're thinking, their rhetoric, whatever they have in their mind. Or maybe they have a lot of intrusive thoughts and they're like, it's very harmful to them, the intrusive thoughts. So therapy, some support, something, let it go. Whatever you're holding on to, the burden that you're holding on to, you're not going to get anywhere in life, and your money is definitely going to be slow if you don't let these burdens go. So whatever Virgo in your chart, like the trying to control everything is not making anybody happy. You're going to find yourself by yourself. And here's this Two of Cups, the Two of Cups, which is the third card. So you had the King of Swords, then you have the Four of Swords, which is not balanced. And now you've got these Two of Cups. You got the light and the dark in this cup. So you've got to decide what side you want to be on, Virgo, in order for you to go forth and have a great and happy life. You know, when you get all these things and issues caught up, this transmutes into like autoimmune diseases, cancer, things of that nature, gallbladder, gout, all those things, ailments, body pains. You've got to let whatever is burdening you go, okay, Virgo? Like, seriously, it's not healthy to stay in discourse within yourself. All right, Virgo? So I'm going to pray that you are right, okay? You're going to be okay. All right, so after the Virgo, we're going into, and we started off in Capricorn, so we're going around. And after Virgo, we go back into Scorpio. How are you? Good morning, Scorpio. Happy birthday to the last of the birthdays for the Scorpio. Scorpio. How are you? How's it going? I think I'm going to go out Hunt Valley. I know they got some chocolate pretzels out in Hunt Valley. That is what I need to do. I need to go to Hunt Valley for chocolate pretzels. That's what I want. They got chocolate chips too. Have you seen those? Those are good. A little bit of salt on them. A little bit of salt. Hunt Valley. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. Hi, Scorpio. Good morning. Good morning to you, Scorpio. The one person who keeps, I don't know, what is your sign? Scorpio. Where is it going? All right, Queen of Wands. You've got a cat here, so I won't say what I really want to say. Then we've got Temperance, and then we've got the Tower. So, Scorpio. All right. So, you've climbed up on your high horse, and it looks like someone's having a big old fall from the high horse. Queen of Wands. So, there's a Scorpio who thought that they had it because it's Scorpio season and they were going to just run this season dry, right? Well, birthday's over, and so is your moment. Your 15 minutes of fame are over, or whoever was in your life who thought that they were going to run stuff, they falling now. Mask off. All right. So we've got the Queen of Wands, which means there are elements here sitting here in the regal, in regal energy, just observing, trying to figure out what's going on, gathering things. You know, wands, you have to gather all your resources and see what's going on, whether it be knowledge, information, anything, food, anything. The list, who's going to make Thanksgiving with you. Then we've got Temperance. You've got to hold your temper because I know you got a tendency to cuss people out, especially since your birthday season just passed. And they probably tried to cheat you for this, to treat you for that, and want you to actually make everything for Thanksgiving, even though no, they can cook too. All right. But there's a tower moment. Somebody's about to get their ass handed to them if they don't stop playing either with Scorpio, or Scorpio don't stop playing with people. Somebody about to be in trouble. There's a tower moment coming, and that is karma. So someone's going to be under judgment. I also saw this for a few other signs back there. I can't remember. I won't go back. All right. So that was for Scorpio. Okay. Let's go from Scorpio, and we're ending in Sagittarius since we began in Capricorn. How are you? And good morning. We're going to end in Sagittarius. Here we are, ending in Sagittarius. How are you? I've got things to do today. I've got to get ready to do it now. I need to get dressed really warm. That just came out. I don't want that again. That was the Queen of Wands just coming right back out, and I knew I just shuffled. So let's do some more shuffling because I don't like to see the exact same cards that I just drew. Oh, that's the one I remixed the basic bitch rap to. It's really nice. It's Kathmandu. Let me see. Oh, this was some other drill music. Yeah, but drill music is cool. I've been listening to that. The instrumentals, not the just so that I could see what my flow was. And I'm pretty good at it. All right, Sagittarius, let's pull your cards. King of Pentacles, okay, looking stoic, looking like you're regal, looking like you're in control of things. We got this fresh perspectives. That's what I got for Aquarius. So Sagittarius, are you doing Aquarius type things? Okay, you got the Queen of Swords. So we're cold, we're detached, and we're not looking for no relationships. So this is for my single Sagittariuses. You're just basically waiting for somebody to try something so you can cut them off because this is what you like right now. This is your season. You're about to act up, Sagittarius. You about to act a whole donkey, Sagittarius. Happy birthday to the Sagittarius is coming up. A lot of Thanksgiving born Sagittariuses are very cold, and they're very divisive, and they're very non-committal. However, they will get in a relationship because it looks good. It looks good on paper, and they like to have all the boxes checked, even though emotion is not in there. They're very, very business-like minded. Okay, that's the first part of Sagittarius. The second part of Sagittarius, they're wild, they're spontaneous, and they're fun. They're the best ones to have fun with. The second part of Sagittarius, I love the second part of Sagittarius. The first part of the Sagittarius, they're very cold and very calculated. And this can run into a whole just pure Sagittarius where they can be both. But like I said, the beginning of Sagittarius is usually the cold, calculated Sagittarius, and the ending is the more spontaneous Sagittarius. Even though both Sagittariuses can be emotionless, they can be, but the end one is more fun than the first. Take my word for it. All right, and this has been your 12 intuitive signs Your 12 intuitive signs. Welcome to the Karmi class. Don't forget to get your books Inside Gossip. Don't forget to sign up. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and comment. And leave me some gems and hearts in the chat. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. And I'll share some of my day with you a little later after I get it all together. I've got to do some voice exercises as well, too, because that little singing there was. Oh. It left a lot to be desired. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.